I could probably think of 1,000 things that made the program work for me. One of the things that I really loved about the program is that the ease of it. Not having to worry about ordering books, not having to worry about my schedule. For 4 years I knew exactly when I was going to be in class, when I was going to be on vacation. The instructors were phenomenal. And one thing that I really enjoyed was the learning teams. Never worked with a team, never played sports, so I really learned to work with a team. You know, learning to fight fear, to play fear, all those kind of things. It was like really interesting. So I really grew a lot. And learning to depend on other people, because I'm such an independent person. So having to depend on someone else to do their part so that I could finish my part was a great learning experience, because not only did I learn to work as a team, but I learned that I could depend on people and trust them to get the job done. And when the team fails, and when one person fails, we all fail. And when one person succeeds or one person does an excellent job, we all do. So that was a really great learning experience for me. Can't really put into words what New Dimensions has really meant to me. It's meant so much. I've just grown tremendously. As a person, academically, I've just learned so much. And I would just recommend the program to anyone who's looking to advance their education, because you would succeed at New Dimensions if you work. If you work and you're committed, there's no way that you will fail, because the support system is in place for you to succeed if you work it. I had to set priorities. So of course I had my family. I'm blessed that my daughter she's an adult, so I didn't have that added responsibility at home. But of course I had to work full time. So it's like during the work day, if I have lunch, breaks, free time, downtime, at home, on the weekends, whatever I had to do to make sure I succeeded is what I had committed myself to do. And that meant putting in long hours. I mean, it was more than 20 hours a week of study time with the group and academic, in the classroom. But it was well worth it because I excelled in the program. But you definitely have to be committed to succeed in the program. I remember my first day at being at the New Dimensions program. It was at another Stratford, Connecticut location. And I went to class. It was the first day of class, and the instructor was there. We sat down, and she scared the life out of me. It was all these things to learn. I mean, this computer system, these different people, this class schedule. It was very intimidating. So I went home and I said to my husband, "I'm not going back there." And he said, "Oh yes you are." And so I went back, and then I decided that I'm going to take it one class at a time. Just one. If I could just get through this one class, then I'll deal with the next class. And before I knew it, I had finished 2 years of it, and then 3, and then 4. So it was just taking it in pieces and just not being overwhelmed by the whole picture of it all. I learned about myself. One of the most important things that I learned about myself is that I didn't know how to be a part of a team. And then I also learned that I always felt that my way was the only way to do things. The right way and the only way. So being a part of a team, I learned that, you know what, you could get to B. You don't have to go A, B, maybe you might have to go A, C to get to B. But as long as you have the same outcome, which is a good outcome, then you've had a success. So I learned to compromise, to depend on other people, and you know what, just to know that, my way is not the only way. So those are two of the really most important things that I've learned. And I've been able to take that with me into my personal life, with my family, with my coworkers, and just interacting with people in general. You learn to give and take. So that's one of the best lessons that I learned from being a part of the New Dimensions program. Sit back, think about it, and really analyze your lifestyle. And decide within yourself, are you willing to put in the time? Do you have the time? Are you willing to put in the time? And are you really wondering, can you work with a team? Because if you can't work with a team, then that would be more challenging for you. But I think that the team brings so much more to your learning experience, because like I said, I didn't know how to work as a team. But I learned that at New Dimensions with the cohort and your learning team. It's just such a big part of the experience here at New Dimensions, and it's phenomenal, and it can help you to just reach goals that you never imagined that you could reach. I mean, I didn't know how to do certain things. I mean, to stand in front of a class and give a lecture, a speech, or a presentation, it was something that I was so intimidated to do. Now I could get up in front of anyone and say what I need to say and feel confident enough that I'm saying it the way that I want to express it. And it's just so much that you could just achieve if you just put your mind to it. I mean, I've learned a lot from my learning team, how to do PowerPoint presentations, how to put a presentation together. It's just so much, and it just really can't give the program enough justice because it is such a great program.